Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I can't even believe that there's so many of you guys watching this channel, and it just makes me really happy. So don't want to get super sappy, but yeah, just wanted to say thank you. And I have a really special video today. So Merit Beauty reached out to me and sent me some of their products to try out, and I haven't really done a makeup video on this channel before, but I do enjoy doing my makeup and I've been doing it for a really long time. And I've been testing out the products that they gave me for a couple months now. I really wanted to give them a good try and make sure that I actually tested them before I make this video. Let's just start off by getting into what is Merit Beauty. They are a clean, vegan, cruelty-free minimalist makeup brand. So that was a mouthful, but pretty much their makeup is more geared towards lightweight, fresh looking, like kind of just like running out of the house, not having that much on your face. And I think this is really awesome just for a daytime look, and especially since I work from home, but now we're shifting more towards going to the office every few months just to check in, and I don't really want to do like a full face of makeup all the time during the day. And sometimes it's nice to just have a little bit of like concealer under your eyes, just a little bit to like put yourself together, but not enough where you feel like you just like put on a ton and now you just need to go full out. Because that's usually how I feel when I start putting on makeup. It's like, well, I'm already here, so let me just like go all out. So with all of that being said, let me just dive into what they sent me. So it came in this cute little bag that's tied up like this, and honestly I love it. It's great for traveling, and I did bring this bag when I went back home to visit my parents. So pretty much it just comes apart like that, and you just fold it, tie it. Alright, so first we have the Minimalist. So this is one of their most popular products, the most raved about, and they just came out with the Minimalist 2.0, which is what I have here. I got this in the shade Silk. And here's what it looks like. So keep in mind that I've already used this. And then at the bottom, you can just turn it and more product comes out like that. So the difference between the Minimalist 1 and the Minimalist 2.0 is some people were complaining, saying that the product fell off out of here pretty easily, and now it's more durable. I haven't had that issue at all. And I remember when I was reading up on the first Minimalist, I did notice that a lot in the reviews, but they've tweaked that and they give you 1.7 times the amount of product that's in it, so not sure how much you got before, but I'd say it's a decent amount. And what exactly is the Minimalist? So I'm gonna read off how they describe it on the website. So they say it's not foundation or concealer, but it replaces both, which is true because I kind of just use it like under my eyes and then I just like use it where I need it. And they also describe it as buildable and lightweight. And I also noticed that some people you get this in a darker shade and use it as a cream contour or a bronzer. So I thought that was kind of interesting and I might try that out at some point. So I actually will be doing my makeup in this video just with Merit products. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying. And you can see it just goes on like really creamy and kind of just melts into your skin. And I like that. So I just apply on all the areas that I feel like I need it. I just kind of want a little bit extra on my cheeks today because they're looking pretty pinkish. And I have like veins under my nose, so let me just cover that up. Let's move on to the next product that's actually going to help us blend this in. So this is the blending brush, #1 blending brush as they describe it. And this is meant for blending, buffing, and has a super soft touch to it. It's also made to complement the Minimalist, but it can be used for any types of complexion products. So anything you're putting on your face, I just use it for concealer, things like that. And it has vegan bristles. So just gonna go in and start blending. I'm not gonna lie, I just washed this for this video, so it is still a little bit wet, but honestly it might even give us a even better blend. I'm not sure if I'm just making that up, but so far it's doing the job. And so you can see that the Minimalist just gave me like a super lightweight, got some in my nose, just gave me a super lightweight coverage. I can't talk while I'm putting on makeup. So I'm thinking that looks relatively good. I'm kind of deciding if I want to add on a bit more or not. I'm just gonna, why not? Let's just add some to my forehead. I usually don't even add a lot of product to my forehead. I don't know why, I just feel like sometimes it gets in the creases of like my forehead creases and just like looks even worse, but this is so lightweight that I don't even have to worry about that. Alright, so I'm liking how that looks. So let's move on to the next product, which is the Flush Balm. So I got this in the shade Cheeky. Here's what the packaging looks like. And let's pop it right on open. So I actually don't have any blushes this dark. I usually get them in like peachy lighter tones, but I saw someone on a YouTube video get this shade and honestly, beautiful. And so on their website, they describe this as a cream tint that melts into your skin and lasts all day, which is true. I will say all of these products that I'm using last me all day. I was kind of worried about that at first because I'm like, if it's so lightweight, will it really hold up to the test? But it does, and it lasts, so that is awesome. So this is blendable, has a satin finish, and is multi-use. So I also kind of use it on my lips just to add like a little bit of color, and I think it looks beautiful. And it also has vitamin E in it to condition your skin. So let's just pop that right on to my cheeks. I try not to go like too far in front because I have a really round face, so that would make it look even rounder. So I just keep it to like the outsides. So I just put it on like this. And you could either go in with your fingers, but I go in with this brush that I already had. I think this is from Morphe. Or wait, BH. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is not Morphe. But I just go in and blend it out a bit. I like the like overdone blush look that a lot of people are doing now. So I kind of keep it looking like almost overwhelming at first, but I feel like with highlighter on, it just like tones it down. Or it just looks, I don't know, looks all together. But if I ever add too much blush, I kind of just like take my fingers and wipe it off. That looks. I think I'm just gonna blend it a bit more. Already adds so much color to my face, but in a good way. So the next product is Day Glow, and I got this in Citrine. So this is a highlighter, and as they write on the website, this is made for daytime. That's what they write. I mean, I feel like you could use it either way, but it is a very subtle highlighter, and I'm used to kind of just like, not blinding people, but just having like a noticeable amount on my face. So yeah, I would say this is probably more leaning towards a daytime look as they write. And it's a dewy, balmy sheen with zero sparkle in it. So that's also something that's interesting because I feel like all my highlighters have like a little bit of sparkle in it. They also label it as moisturizing, buildable, and blendable, which I will agree with all of that. Because I feel like when I put it on, I'm putting on like oils onto my face. Like it just goes on so smooth and literally melts into your skin. Feels like you're just like taking a stick of butter. Like not that gross, but just it feels good. And I read more into the ingredients and now it makes sense of why this goes on so smooth. So it has olive fruit oil that nourishes your skin with monounsaturated fatty acids, and it has vitamin E in it. So it makes sense why it goes on so smooth. And it also has microfine pearls that reflect light and illuminate the skin. So now, instead of talking about it, let's put it right on. So at first I'm just gonna put like a strobe light onto my skin, but then I'm gonna blend it out, of course. And I got, this is more of like a gold color. I use both gold and like silver shade highlighter, but I love gold, honestly, especially for like summer days. And I'm kind of just gonna like pat it to blend it, because I want to look like I do have highlighter on, because this is so subtle. I feel like I don't want to use a brush and like take it off. And then let's put some there. Alright, actually, what if? So yeah, as you can see, it looks super natural. Like I said, I'm not really used to highlighters like this. I like it, but I usually just like a little bit more. So sometimes I'll go on with this and then use a powder on top just to like emphasize it a little bit more. And you know what? I think I will go ahead with the blush and put some of that on my lips. Just gonna rub off some of my chapstick just to add to this look. So look how beautiful that shade is. Honestly, just adds a lot of color to my face. And I only want to put on Merit Beauty products on my face just to show you like just what that looks like. Let me just brush my eyebrows and kind of like do some subtle things to just make this all look a little bit more put together, because I don't have their brow gel. I think they have a mascara. Do they have one? And they also have this lip oil that I'm obsessed with and kind of want that too. But for now, I'll just use the blush brushed out. Next, just gonna go in and curl my eyelashes. So yeah, you could really just do your makeup in like 5 minutes and run out the door. And I do. Like honestly, just putting the Minimalist on makes me feel like a lot more put together. Let me get in closer so I can show you the results. So yeah, this is what it's looking like, having a full face of what I have of Merit Beauty products. I know there is more, but honestly, just having these essentials, I feel like you can really do a lot with. So let me talk a little bit more about how I feel about the products after using them for about a month. So the Minimalist, I think, would be my favorite product in all of this collection. I just feel like it was my solution that I kind of needed, and I didn't even know it. Because I have like a really like high coverage concealer right now, and I just felt like whenever I wanted to go out and didn't want to wear makeup, but at the same time just wanted to like enhance my features a bit, it's like my under eyes just look so dark, and I'm like, I don't want to put on my concealer, because if I put on my concealer, it's like noticeable. Like even when I kind of like spread it around my face and like bring it to my cheeks, it just looks like out of place. Like I'm definitely like wearing makeup, but just like around my eyes. So then I always felt like I kind of had to just like do a full makeup look. But with the Minimalist, it's like I could literally just throw that on and it's like I'm good, like just blend that in. So I just love it. Honestly, I think the hype is worth it. And then with them fixing like, you know, the falling out issue and giving you more product in it, I think I would repurchase that. Now getting onto the blush, honestly, I'm really surprised by how much I like this. I'm just now getting into blushes in the past year because I've suffered from severe acne to the point where I had to go on Accutane. And so I never really wanted to add more red to my face because my whole goal was to cover that up. So now that my skin's actually cleared up and I'm getting into blushes, so I only have a few blushes. The ones that I have are mostly more of this like peachy tone. So or is that coral? But yeah, this is great for summer, and I feel like the one that I got from Merit Beauty is more of like a, I mean, could be year-round, but a fall winter shade, like just beautiful, reminds me of like berries and plums, and just looks really good on your lips too. So I would repurchase the blush as well. Now for Day Glow, so the highlighter, I think that this feels great. Like putting it on, it's so smooth, so creamy, but honestly, I just feel like it's not enough for me. I would have liked like even more of a highlight, and I know they say it's blendable or buildable, but to what extent? I feel like I need even more. I don't know. I kind of just wish it was a little bit more highlighting, like just a little bit more in your face, but I guess that's just personal preference, and this brand isn't really meant to look in your face or like a lot. It's meant to look natural. So maybe that's just a personal thing. I probably would not repurchase this, to be honest, just because I like, you know, in your face highlight. And for the brush, I really like this brush. Now, would I purchase it through them? I'm not very finicky about my brushes, to be honest. I just get kits online from Morphe, and I'm pretty happy with those. So while I think this is a great brush, really smooth, and honestly just feels really good to put on, one of the nicest brushes I own, don't get me wrong, I think it is worth it, but for me personally, I'm kind of just set on the brushes that I already have. So I personally wouldn't purchase this, but if you're into good brushes, I could see that being a purchase for you. And as for the bag, honestly, I love it. Like the color of it, the texture of it, just everything. I like how it just goes flat and doesn't have that like boxy feeling. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more like this. I do have actually 2 Hilera videos on the way, and I do want to start making some more Sims 4 content because I've been playing that like crazy lately. So stay tuned for all of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!